Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the National Predecessor League. I am Senor Mayhem, joined with You Look Like a Shoe, bringing you the first commentated broadcast of the MPL. Before we get into our two games tonight, Shoe, go ahead and let us know what happened this week so far.
So we did have an interesting week of the season. So the first game, we had the Band versus Silver Surfers. Silver Surfers went up 1-0. Band had an outstanding comeback to win the series 2-1. When it comes to the game, Paid in Full versus Vert Vengeance, Paid in Full won that game 2-0 by forfeit, and then Vert Vengeance disbanded. It looked like that team just couldn't get it together. We had a sweep this game with the Crew going 2-0 versus the Cinema. And a game that was supposed to happen yesterday but was actually canceled was the Goon Guardians versus Team Vanquish. Team Vanquish had a lot of people missing. Their sub went out. I mean, they were missing 4 out of 6 of their people. It was really crazy. Hopefully they can get it together next week.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see them playing in... So hopefully we get to see a rematch for that. For tonight, though, we are seeing Ambition playing against Serpent Esports. Tell me about the teams. Tell me about Ambition a little bit.
So with Ambition, their captain is Slick, and what I really like about Slick is a jungler. If you look at the other team, Team Serpent, they have a jungle as well as their captain with Supervillain Q. So to see the captains both seemingly have to draft a team around how they jungle, I wonder how that team comp's going to go, and I really how the captains can take charge of their team and work towards this new patch. I mean, obviously, we only had a week to play in this patch. Maybe they've been scrimming together, maybe they're not. We're going to find that out. Obviously, we have Ink. We have their mid lane for Team Ambition, Weekdays, and Chicken. And on Team Serpent, we have King Companies, TTV, we have Kiwi, we have EG Viscotti, and we have Simral Kirito. The roles I'm not completely certain of so far. I haven't gotten that roster, but I know both of these teams are looking for blood. I expect an absolute bloodbath in this matchup right here.
Fantastic here. Now, I know we're going to be getting into the games here really soon. Is there anything that we're really looking forward to, especially with the new patch that you mentioned? How does the gameplay, how has it been kind of changing for some of these teams? Have you been able to see a little bit of that?
Well, see, that's the interesting part. So now there's another objective. I'm going to go back to the junglers being the captains here. We're going to see what the captains feel about the priority towards the Shaper and the new Beetles, and how they really play against it. They merge that with an Orb Prime push. It could be endless possibilities here. Will they just leave it alone? I mean, the prioritizing with that, I mean, I don't see it over Fangtooth. I don't see it over an Orb Prime pull. But could they go for that over a Mini Prime? Could they constantly be on that? You could really play to an advantage. It's pretty much spawning a super minion there. I haven't seen either of these teams in a scrim yet, but I know Slick is very objective heavy. Slick will be looking for those objectives. I'm not too certain about Supervillain Q, but I have a feeling Team Serpent's going to have to counterplay Ambition on these.
It's fantastic. And we did already get some of our bands here, chosen bands. Tell me a little bit, what do you think about what they've banned so far?
Let me take a look at the bands here. Where is that available at?
Let's see here. Where'd it go?
They're looking for the bands. Not too certain where they are. I don't know if the team sent them to us.
But in the meantime, it does look like they're starting to get loaded up into the game. What are you specifically excited for as we start to get in here? Anything in particular that you're just not sure about just yet?
On the Twitch? So I'm on a screen share. I only see your Discord thing. It's showing our call. I think the thing I'm most excited for here is how will the mid laner look at the mini beetles here. I mean, the mini shapers are going to be semi-pivotal. That XP could be a giant, it's pretty much a green buff right there. It could be a giant head start. If you get both of those along with the river buffs, you could be looking at a gigantic lap in mid. We do have the bans now. For Team Serpent, they elected to ban Boris and Revenant first. Obviously, the ban format, they go 2 bans, they pick 3 characters for their team, ban another one, and pick 2 people. So we're going to swap over to Team Ambition's first 2 bans. They banned Fang Mao, and of course, they banned Lorena. Fang Mao is an interesting one, because Fang Mao, the Bruiser, did get nerfed a little bit. We could see maybe they were afraid of his scaling. Obviously, that's a dangerous character, and Lorena is self-explanatory. The Boris ban, no one likes to go against the bear in the jungle. And Revenant, that gigantic buff he just got, I wouldn't want to see that. For Team Serpent, they did draft Quang, Twin Blast, and Ricky. We're looking at a very strong dual lane and a very beefy offlaner now with Quang getting drafted. I mean, that buff is insane. Quang has the ability to 2v1 if he gets up even a little bit. Then the Team Serpent did elect to ban Zara. Very strong jungler. I don't like seeing Jarus jungle. I don't think anyone likes seeing Zarus if he's not on their team. Then we'll pivot to Team Ambition. Team Ambition decided to take Gadget mid first, which is, I would argue, she's the #1 mid laner. I mean, her ultimate, her utility, she can set up a lot of stuff. Gadget is one of the best. They did take Rampage here. I'm suspecting that is going to be a Rampage in the jungle and a Decker support. Their next ban, they decided to get rid of Crunch. For that Gadget matchup, Team Serpent has taken Gideon. Gideon is an insanely versatile mid laner. He can rotate, he could be anywhere. His ult is obviously huge. It makes up for that gigantic damage and utility that Gadget's ult can do. I think the mid lane is going to be pivotal in these fights. Obviously, electing Chimera as the jungle, you can't go wrong with a Chimera, especially when it's Supervillain Q's hands.
Absolutely. Team Serpent definitely looking a little bit more bulky overall, especially with the Quang, especially with the Richter as well. Chimera is able to have a lot of that health impact, staying in a lot of those fights for just longer. Ambition definitely looking still, though, a bit more divey, able to get in, especially with the Ure and the Rampage, able to get in, do some damage, hopefully hit some stuns, and then get out. It'll be interesting to see what we go up against and kind of see very early in the game. I know I've talked to a couple of different people. A lot of people during this patch have been saying people are getting very hyper aggressive very, very early on. It'll be interesting to see how these guys have adjusted to the new patch. Definitely, Gadget, one of those things that's going to be a bit more of a staple here, and being able to lock down some of the other opponents here, it'll be interesting to watch for sure.
Yep.
Fantastic.
And I think that was a good point. I think that Ricky in the dual lane can make a giant impact. But one thing I've noticed recently, tweaked it, but when I have a tank against me in that dual lane, it feels like they can just run at me more often now. And I'm having a real hard time getting to that carry. I wonder if we're going to see some of that this game, or if we're going to see Decker maybe stun locking them, putting them down, and open up them kill opportunities for Kira.
Absolutely here. I think it's going to be really pivotal and vital for the Decker to make sure that they hit their shots, especially with an extended pull. Not completely sure on what augment that the Richter went. The pull as of right now is very strong and able to catch you out in some unexpected times.
I'd say Richter's pull is good enough to take you out the game. If he's hitting those pulls, there's not much you can do in a dual lane. It's just get pulled and try to peel. You really have to play defensive if they have a lights-out Richter. I think if that Richter goes off, and obviously Twin Blast being a very rangy carry, there's not going to be much they can do here unless they just decide to be very aggressive and Kira dash to get out of the way of those pulls.
And we are officially into our first match of the night. It is Ambition versus Serpent Esports. Very excited to see what we do here. All just starting to get into their lanes and seeing where they want to go. Silk starting to on his red side, looks like. Wanted to get into there pretty quick.